Well. Thank you for tuning in to Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour gospel and music station. Today, you are tuned into the Eyes of the Conscience Soul with your sister, Sister B. Mellow. Every first Saturday of the month, we come to you with the Cafe Le Blu Lounge, where there are 15 to 45-minute segments called The Corner. Each corner has a blueprint that is unique of its own. So we also always ask you to just chill out, kick back, and listen to some fireside chats and be inspired by affirmations and inspirational messages. The Artist Talk is where we showcase musicians, poets, singers, dancers, film producers, authors, comedian, gospel, and R&B rappers from around the Bay Area to across the globe. They will share their creative process and their lived experience. On the corner could be Why I Dream. We highlight and honor the inventions and creative work of today's brilliant mind, along with the geniuses from our past. We are preserving African American history and culture in order to keep our legacy alive. You can also tap into She Who Believes Takes Off the Mask. This is where we hear from individuals sharing their personal testimonies to what the Lord has done and is doing in their lives, which are inspirational messages. Also, we are highlighting golden lights affirmations to impart healing medicine in the souls of the brilliant minds today. Every second Saturday of the month is called the Medicine Hour. This is where Mr. George Pearson, PA, public health clinician. This is where we believe building a better tomorrow starts with us. Topics we cover: health issues and concerns, healthy eating habits, education, financing, and politics in the African American community. We believe taking care of our temple, our mind, and spirit is essential to having mental wellness, healthy eating habits. Most importantly, Ms. B needs to do some of that more, and knowing that healthy thinking leads to a healthy way of living. And every third Saturday of the month, we have Education is the Best Medicine, hosted by the founder and producer, Mr. George Pearson. Education is the Best Medicine is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization which is community based, health educational, advocacy based, and a resource based organization that uses public media resources, radio, newspapers, and church based communities, health fairs to provide information and education. Every fourth Saturday of the month is the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show with my co hosts, the Prince of Hearts, the Voice, and the Doc. This is where we have real live conversations on what the youth and their young adults are doing in their lives and in the communities every day. Every fifth Saturday is an extra show that we added to it. It is called Voices That Care. And the Voices That Care, we highlight reentry and mental wellness. But today I want to give kudos to my co-host. He's not here with us today, Rosenity. He is out, and we want to keep him in our prayers, him and his family. But today show is called the Cafe Le Blu Lounge Artist Talk. And we are here with some artists from the Bay Area here in Oakland, California. And I am going to let them introduce themselves and give kudos to their family and friends. That's how we'll start the show. But okay, the topic today is being your authentic self. Hey. All right. How you young men doing?
I'm doing very well.
All right. It is a pleasure to have you here with us. Now share your name.
Oh, my name is Davies.
Derick Davies, and what type of artist are you?
I'm a visual artist.
Visual artist. And who you want to give kudos to?
You, of course.
Oh,
then,
thank you.
Also, my family and friends.
All right.
And God as well.
Hey, right on.
My name is Yehezkel-Kahsai.
Yehezkel-Kahsai.
But on stage and
on
as a
stage.
rapper and as a poet, my name is Skelly Bo.
Skelly Bo.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
ma'am. And I would like to give kudos to Believe Radio and everybody who believes in me. And the list is much too long. But you know who you are.
There we go. You know who you are. You hear this from the studios today on the Artist Talk in the Cafe Le Blu Lounge. And what we normally do and what we do all the time is bring in hood scholars. So you guys are our
What
hood
does that
scholars. Hood scholars mean folks that got the knowledge and wisdom from
The trenches.
the trenches.
Right. Okay.
And the young man that is my host,
Yes.
Mr. Rosenity, and you guys get the opportunity to meet him.
Hopefully,
That's what you will one of these days.
Okay.
You will be back. It's not your first and your last,
Okay.
but that's what he created. Miss B, we doing hood scholars. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
this is y'all show.
Right.
So we bring it hard and we bring it real and we keep it real
I like that.
in here, and
Authenticity.
so authenticity. A. So with that, I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
What drew you to being you said a visual artist? What drew you to do that? What was your passion?
Just like the people around me,
Uh-huh.
the things I was surrounded with, like the shows I would watch on TV. My friends who, when I was in elementary school, we would always like draw together, do a lot of art, And
that was my favorite class. Look, in school. Go ahead.
Yeah, art was good, especially art class. And always having art in my life, during school helped me a lot. That's find my passion and stuff.
Okay, right on. And for you, young man?
What drew me to music?
Yes, what drew you to music?
I feel like I always loved writing, and it's always been my passion. But I liked, growing up listening to, what I'm saying, you the Black experience, or not even a Black experience, but just growing up on a Sunday, what I'm saying, you have chores and you just hear whoever playing Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Prince. So that was my first introduction to music. But for me, I started writing, like, if I had like a crush in school, I would like write her like a rap or something like that.
Oh, that was so special.
Yeah, and but I would be scared to say it to her, so I like text it to her, but it would like rhyme and stuff like that with little emojis. So nah, but
but you tried.
That's what's important.
Nothing beats but a try.
I know, right? So, I like to think my first honest try with music would be mimicry. I saw someone in Oakland, I believe his artist Cash brought it back, and he would rap in the car, and I thought he was super cool, and like, but he was gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to like mimic him. I made my voice all deep, and like I made a song, you know what I'm saying? And my friends was like, bro, this is good, this is really good, this is crazy. Right. So that was my first like sign to like, you know what I'm saying, oh wow, I really like this. And then from that day I never stopped writing music.
Right. Wow. Well, I would say I'm grateful that you both are walking in your purpose, and I've met you on different occasions.
Right.
So this was the beauty, and this is the beauty of being in community. This is the beauty of me doing the work that I do. So I met you at Mrs. Joyce Gordon Gallery art show that she had there for the youth, and that she does. And then I met you at the event that
Blackwell, JP Morgan.
Yes, was putting on for the community for our wealth building.
Yep.
So, but what I love about what God's given me as a platform is like, when you're connected with me, we connected forever. That's what I believe in. God sends you in people's lives for a reason at a particular time.
I think
so. And it's totally up to you to figure out why. And then when and most importantly for me, the way you all was portraying yourself. Right. That's important to me.
Right.
We got to have Black excellence. We can do our thing, but it's being authentic, because that's where we come from. We come from kings and queens. So we are treating and presenting ourselves as royalty. And you guys did that. And that's what drew me to you. Not only that, it drew me to you with your art. And then our conversation started with you was asking me about my nails. And then we went into that. The conversation about you being an artist and hey, let me get your cell phone number and blah blah blah. Yeah. And then look, here we are today.
Naturally.
And you text me at the right time. You text me at the right time. I'm like, now look at here. And it was a beautiful thing. So I'm grateful that you guys followed your spirit and telling you to do, hey, text Ms. B at this particular time. So it worked out perfect.
Tell me,
go ahead.
I have a question.
Sure.
So I like how you said that people come in your life for a reason. Because I believe that too personally. But then I also believe there are signs that people show you who they truly are. Right?
All right, come on, wisdom with the hood scholars look. I can sit back and let them know.
I was told.
Okay.
I was recently told people.
And it's true.
Right.
You're absolutely true.
I was told people come in your life for a reason, or they come for a season.
Let's go. All right.
And they not there forever. You know what I'm saying? So when do you feel like is it time to know when someone is becoming more of a hindrance to you than, because you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a good-hearted person. Yes. I feel like these people, you as well, and you as well, Ms. B, are good-hearted people. You know what I'm saying? I can just feel your energy. So as good-hearted people, you know what I'm saying?
Because we got the energy vibe up in here, our ancestors, and everybody up in the Okay.
As good-hearted people, you want to help people around you.
Yes.
But sometimes people will take that help or your kindness as a weakness and try and take advantage of you. So I want to ask both of you, actually, what do you feel like is your process of putting yourself first or deciding like this relationship isn't the best for me at the moment? What do you think about that?
I mean, I think I've kind of been thinking about that a lot recently, because it's like my mindset recently has been like ignore, just cut out all distractions, people or things that like don't give you, don't bring you anything good, like that don't bring you any success or negative distractions. All that, I've just been trying to cut that out. You know what I'm saying? Like pick through my options and see what that is really. About yourself, bro.
Look at them. Look. All right, I'm gonna have y'all on this side of the seat and get no kidding. So for me, as a seasoned individual, for me, my life, of course, people are there at times and they'll show you themselves. But for me, it would be when you show me or I show you who I am at that moment.
Right.
If nothing's able to come out of it, maybe our relationship was being tested. If it's going to be toxic, continually being toxic, then I know that that's not.
You step out.
I step out. But then in it, if it's the benefit and things are going correctly and we ain't faking, we ain't phony, we being real, and your spirit will tell you.
Right.
My spirit tells me, and if I'm wrong, my spirit will tell me apologize. And vice versa. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on what do we do after this? What do we do once things occur? Are we moving in the right direction for it to be a healing and knowing that we're not like, if you're not taking me, I'll tell you this. If you're not hurting my heart, take it down, beat me and cut me and doing all these kind of things, then, bye. See you later. But if it wasn't that type of relationship, then I'm going to see, what was tested.
Let me think about this.
Let me think about that.
Right.
But if it's toxic and it's been toxic and I know you're not good for me and I'm not good for you, then that's how I evaluate.
Yeah.
And move forward as a seasoned adult. Yeah. But like you said, I love the wisdom. This is the beauty. This is the beauty for me. Being able to bring in young people. Everybody ain't crazy. Acting in a certain way. Y'all got wisdom. At one point, Miss Howard acted like she was crazy too. There's some things that I wasn't supposed to do. Look, that's it. It shaped me, it molded me, and it made me better.
For sure.
So if it didn't do it to make me better, then I'll say, oh, look, girl, no, wait a minute. What time of day it is with you? What are you doing?
Right.
I had to check myself.
Right.
But then when it allowed me to have a transformation in my life, and I took it from looking at it in a different perspective, it's like, okay, it had to happen. First of all, it was my choice. It had to happen that way. So now what am I going to do to either make it positive or negative?
Yeah. Life is solution based. I feel like it's always problems in front of you no matter what.
Right? It's going to rain. The sun's going to come out and it's going to rain.
Right.
And I was teaching a retreat yesterday. And the sister told me, she said, Miss Howard, I was facilitating a retreat.
Right.
She said, Miss Howard, a lot of people want the rain, but they don't want the mud that come with it. I was like,
yeah, like a lot of people, I think what she's trying to say is like a lot of people like want the success, but they don't want to work hard for it. They like they don't want what comes with it,
But rain is not success. Rain is pain. So what do you think?
Well, it depends because we need water and rain to grow.
Right.
So I look at it, and I can just for instance what you were saying, the rain that's raining on me it's going to it's going to produce something.
For sure.
Something is going to come out of either negative or something that's going to be positive. So it's totally up to me. It depends on where I am in my life. And like you said, am I ready to do certain things and go into a different direction that maybe these people are not going in? And it's okay. I have to say, well, if that's what you want to do, then it's okay. And I can move forward. But however, I look at rain as rain does a whole lot for you. It purifies things. It wash away things. It wash away dirt and not say toxicity in the air from the earth. So we need rain. And that's why I love the song with May say, sunshine, rain, some joy and pain. So those are the seasons. Those are things. That's a part of life. But majority, unfortunately, what happens, people look at like things that happen to you bad, that it's a bad thing. It's a part of life. So then how do I move knowing this in a different mindset? Is that kind of did you get what I'm saying?
Like, how do you like move forward and like grow from that experience?
Yes. So rain is a part of purifying. It's growing because if we don't give rain to the earth or to our plants, it would never grow. So, but that's me looking at, I would say this, for instance, for pain in my life. I look at pain in a different perspective now. I'm like, okay, it was like you said earlier. It's either for me it will help me move forward or it help me just get rid of whatever is hurting me.
Right.
So, so when you were saying about the rain being, what did you mean by that?
I agree for sure.
Okay.
Like how you said, rain. I do think it's rain is as a pain, but like you said, pain shapes who you are, right?
Woo!
we
Come on,
doing
people,
this
we
on
doing
that.
high fives up in here. I got the hood scholars in here. Come on, people, listen here. We have young adults. We have young youth. And what's your ages? For that way out. And when y'all already know, when Miss Howard said baby or a son or whatever, it's out of a genuine love. Or my nephew is not trying
Family,
to do.
for sure. Family. Right.
Oh, I'm getting high five you all day.
Yeah.
But for family, and it's a love thing. So what's your age? If you don't mind.
16.
16.
19.
19.
Yes, young.
Y'all growing up, y'all almost young adults, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm not a young adult.
Yeah.
Right.
If you pass 18, you're a young adult.
Right.
To me.
Right.
16, you're growing into being a young adult. And I can see now that both of you got your heads straight. And I'm grateful to that. So my question to you, did you want to finish what you were saying about the
No, it's good.
Okay. So my question to you, what would you say to some young folks today that's trying to find their way? What would you say to them? And that's about being your authentic self, having the opportunity to be that. What was your transition? When did you know that, okay, I'm an artist, so how do I rock with that artist vibe? How do I move with that? And then get my thoughts together so I can get my music, do my poetry or whatever. And then for you with the transition with the art. And we're going to show you all the pictures if we can. And then we have this young man that's going to do a performance for us if we can.
That's a hard question.
It's a hard question, but it's okay.
But I would just say that I think I've made a big transformation from ninth grade year to 11th grade year. And I've made that transition because of the people around me, especially the group of friends I have. I've just had people who I've learned a lot from, and just they've helped me grow myself and evolve myself, and see further down to where I want to be,
right,
where I'm when I'm older. Yeah, it's just about the people that you hang with and that because you always want to have good people around you,
right,
that are helping you get to where you want to be or giving you good information, stuff like that.
What about for you, swear?
So, I used to spend a lot of time.
Mm.
Um, I would spend a lot of time wasting time.
Ooh, child, a lot of people do that.
Right, I still do. I mean, I feel like everybody's a victim of it. But
Come on.
you have to, like you say, you have to have the right people around you. So
Yeah.
I would say, bro, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I would carry myself with that energy. I remember one day, like I was on a video game, like with my friend, just us. You know what I'm saying? Talking and stuff, and I was like, kind of talking like, hey, bro, I'm a rapper. I'm a rap. I'm gonna make it. And he like literally got on me for like maybe 2 hours. Got on me like nonstop. Like,
Right.
you ain't no rapper. You don't got no songs out. You don't got this. You don't have this. You don't put work in you. I know a bunch of people who are working every day, and what you doing right now, you don't got songs out, and you keep saying you're gonna do stuff, and you're not doing it. And this is my, you know what I'm saying, my best close friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a
4
good
years
friend.
at this point. Exactly. That's what I want to say.
Go ahead, babe.
Because that you could look at that as like, oh, he doesn't support you. But I look at it as a completely different thing, because what I did right after that, I got off the game and got in the studio that day, right? And I made a song
immediately.
That day. Exactly, because it's piggybacking right off what you said. Like, you need people around you who's gonna push you, because you are who you hang around, right?
Ooh, say that
So
again.
You need real people.
Like you just said, like you can't be just, people are gonna drag you. You know what I'm saying? Like, misery loves company, but success also loves company. So
hood scholars, y'all.
You just gotta be aware of who you are spending time with, and you have to get out of your head so much. You have to stop thinking that you know the answers to stuff, and you like feel like the thoughts that you have in your head are always right, because you have to understand the world is always changing.
That's good.
And if you feel like, because I know it's people who feel like it's difficult for them to make friends, and it's difficult for them to go outside and talk to people and get out of their comfort zone, but you have to realize that it's a million people in the world who feel the same way as you do. And that allows you to connect to people and relate to them. That's what I found helpful. So that's what I would like to tell a little sister or a little brother.
Yeah.
I forgot all about the youth.
But it's okay. You can go. This is why we are talking. You can add it in. And then this is the beautiful thing about when we have conversations. Someone could be saying something, then a thought come in my mind. It's like, oh, yeah. But that's the beauty of communicating. Conversation and being around people, because you even have some adults today that can't even hold a conversation with someone. And then, like you said, you want to be, I'm going to let you say what you was going to say first. Then I can go.
Oh, I was going to say that to the youth, just watch your influence and like watch who you hang around with, and stay safe.
Stay safe. And you know what? I love what you said. You have to put the work in. You can't say that this is what you want to do and you not put the work in. It doesn't go with that. Like your painting, you had to.
Yeah, like I had to like sit in my room for hours and go over and over on the paint and stuff. So yeah.
And sometimes you're not going to get it right the first time. But that's why you continue to keep going and going. And then you, I can't even think the word that we use is that you, oh my God.
Persevere?
Not persevere, but it's like persistence and being perseverance. And I can't think
adjustment.
That too. Y'all go ahead, adjustment. So these are all the things that we're saying today to our families. If you have young folks, please, first of all, get them in your life. Encourage them. Say it again, and guide them in the right direction. Even though myself as a youth didn't really want to hear at certain times people talking to me, but I did benefit that they were talking to me. So even when I got in my darkness and got in the things that I started doing that wasn't cool, it was always ringing in the back of my head. Now, this ain't right. I was able to still talk to myself and motivate my own self. And that's the key of when you were saying, get in there and do the work. You got to motivate yourself, on certain things too. Even Ms. Howard facilitating, give me for that. I have to sit there and put a curriculum together. I can't just, I'm going to facilitate. Like, excuse me. I have to force myself, even if I'm tired or don't want to do it.
Right.
And that's what we're saying too. If you have young folks that you're dealing with, please continue to encourage them and just give them the opportunity to be free, to be their authentic self, and then you just guide them along the way. You're not gonna tell them. Majority of the people don't want to be told what to do, but you can encourage them
That's true.
to move forward. And what are you gonna say on that?
Um, I feel the same way. Like, in the rap scene, music scene, I feel like it's a lot of idolization, and from idolization comes what I just said, like mimicry and seeing something as this. Like, I see a rapper as, you know what I'm saying, someone with a lot of chains, or someone with naked women in their videos, and someone with, you know what I'm saying, millions of dollars in fancy cars, which it is that as well, but it can be something completely different.
And
right?
what would you do to make change? See, that's the key. I'm saying that's what you're doing. Your artistry is, even though that's glamorous, that's what's going on.
Right.
My vibe is this.
Right.
Tune in, like you said, there's millions of people in the world. They may vibe to that, but then somebody gonna vibe to yours.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. As an artist, the number one thing is, we were just talking about in there, is just being authentic. Like,
And look at that.
Because,
and then it being authentic. See,
it's important, because you will never be better than somebody at being them.
Ooh, and nobody, say that again, please.
You never gonna be better than somebody else at being them. And no one's ever gonna be better than you at being you. You the best person at being you. I'm the best Yehezkel-Kahsai in the world. I'm the best Skelly.
That's right.
Exactly. But when you try and be like, oh, I have to do this because that's what's popping, or I have to do this because that's what that is, you gotta be aware of how much you changing yourself to fit in a box. You know what I'm saying?
That is good.
Yeah, and it's a balance too, because, right, if you want to get into certain rooms, you have to change, right? But there's a balance of, like, I'm still gonna be myself. Like, some things are gonna change for me, and I'm gonna change for some things, right? So you have to be aware of that, and you have to have the right people around you, like we just said, to help guide you. Because sometimes, as an artist, as a you know what I'm saying, as a talk show host, as a radio host, as anybody, you develop an ego no matter what you do. So you need people to have you to say, okay, slow down a little bit, Ms. B, slow down Yehezkel, slow down Derick. You know what I'm saying? So you don't run into a wall, you don't run down the wrong road. You gotta have somebody say, no, come back this way a little bit. Let's go this way. It's gonna work out a little better. Look at that over there. Don't look at that. You know what I'm saying?
You need to keep working. Don't settle.
Keep working, don't settle. And I'm glad that you both are saying just what you're saying, because I tell people all the time, if you try to be somebody else, you're a carbon copy. You're not the original.
Right.
So you carbon copy. If you can't be like, you can't be them.
Right.
You will not be able to be them. And then this is one thing, well, not say one thing, but this is what I love about why I do the radio host. It's never about me. I know my role. I know why God put me on this earth. It was to have a platform for you all. So, and not only you, but the other artists and everybody that comes through here, I let them know my platform is supposed to be your platform.
Right.
God, a lot like our ancestors, they went through what they went through for the platform for us to be where we are today. And if it wasn't for them, there's no way we would be where we are. So I know my role, and I know my responsibility, and it keeps me grounded. You guys keep me grounded on what I'm supposed to be doing, and my reason of why, why.
Right. I feel like that's.
It's okay. This is where we at. We're supposed to do what we doing.
I mean, today I feel like you see so many purposeless people, and and I like feel a sympathy for that, because it's like, no one really, if you don't have the right people around you, you don't have people telling you, like, go find your purpose first. You get caught up. You get caught up with, like, the mortgage is due on the 15th and the 30th. I got to pay this bill. So 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, I'm at work. You don't have any more time than, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up with a child, which is a blessing at the same time. But then, like, your main priority now is that mortgage on the 15th and 30th. And then you never get time to, you know what I'm saying? Like, the blessing you just said, like, I know my purpose. It's people whose purpose is just like, let me just walk into work today. You know what I'm saying?
And that's being intentional too. And I love what you all are saying. I love the guidance of what you're saying. Having the people around you, gotta have people around you to support you in what you want to do. And again, when you carry yourself in a certain way, then opportunities come. And that was that's how we met. You know, how you carried and what you guys was actually doing, how you was hosting, how you were interacting with the people, and how professional you were when you were doing it. You know, I'm like, hey, and then the vice versa, and the same thing with him. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
we met on a food truck, by the way.
right.
Lorraine's Cafe food truck. Bay
Say that
Area.
again.
Lorraine's LORRAI.
Giving love, shout out.
Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Soul food, fried chicken, pancake. How was the food?
Oh, it was delicious.
Exceptional, right?
Child, I waited till I got home. I waited till I got home so I could kick my feet up and really enjoy what I was eating. So I'm so grateful for that. And then tell them a little bit about the art, how you got in that art show.
Joyce Gordon Gallery Youth Art Show.
Mm-hmm.
A friend, shout out to Zara, a friend from my school told me about it last year. And it's an annual thing. It's an annual youth show that they have down there. And I did it last year. You know, I brought some pieces and, you know, it was a cool experience. So I was like, I definitely want to do it again this year.
That's super cool, bro.
I did it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did it this year. And like, I wanted to just show better art than what I did last year. Cause, you know, growth. It was growth. Cause it's a year later. Right. So, you know, I want to show something better. So I came in with some, you know, some new art. And, you know, I had a lot of more success than what I had last year, you know, because I was able to grow and, you know, just had the opportunity from them. So shout out to the gallery and Joyce and them and Eric and them. Yeah. Shout out to them. Thank you.
Last night was the 20th anniversary and her semi-retirement. I was there.
I missed that. I wanted to go to that. But
that's all right. She knows love was there.
My dad has something.
And this is the other beautiful thing about this show and my co-host, Mr. Rose. When I introduce you all to him, he's over the art at our Homies Empowerment Freedom School.
Okay.
So connecting with him, you know, you'll be able to do the art show. He's a spoken word. Well, he sings too, and do spoken word, and he's over the art.
Right.
And you do his students do the art. So it's like the connections being around the people,
right,
and being around and being respectful and being your authentic self allows a person to say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna connect them, my network and resources they can benefit from. Who do I have in my network that I'm going to connect these young folks with? And that's how I think, and that's why you're here, is because, like I said, it's not the first, not the last. And next year you'll be able to be a part of our Juneteenth. We're going in our 17th year. Our Juneteenth celebration. Okay. It is honoring our African American people, our culture.
Right.
And we are just highlighting who we are as a people and uplifting our people and allowing other cultures to see where we come from and who we are.
Okay.
And how much benefit that we have to this world, what our ancestors contribute to.
Right.
And the freedom. Some slaves didn't know that they was freed until 2 years ago, after there was the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay. So that's what the Juneteenth is in honor of, acknowledging our ancestors and the things in our culture. Us,
and what, you know. So let's say like a alien, right, came down from space. Right?
Alien, okay.
He's like, or it is like, yes. Tell me. What is it, the Black experience, right? What is
you
it
answer that, and you answer that.
No, that's good.
That's good.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
I don't have an answer. I mean, what does it mean to be Black in America? I mean, it's a lot. I don't know. That's why I asked you, because I want to know the answer.
Okay. Well, I can say from an African American woman.
Okay, that's
myself. Different. Of course, I just as well as you all deal with micro and macro aggressions and different things in life. Some of the doors that I may walk through, people look at me or why you here?
For sure.
You know,
right.
And one thing that I loved about my growing up is that my father made sure we knew who we were.
For sure.
Say it loud, I'm Black, I'm proud. I grew up on James Brown. And when I walk in that space, I'm my authentic self. I walk in there as a Black woman.
Right.
And I own that.
Right.
And I'm a Black queen, and I'm all right with that.
Right.
So that is my experience. And of course, we're going to experience the love, the pain, the whole nine. But I'm not going to push that off on anybody. I understand that that's my life. That's what I have to deal with. However, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So the things that the racism and all that kind of stuff that's happening in the world, this is what I tell everybody. If they still look at you as 3/5 of a human being, do you think they're going to do anything else different than that? In the Constitution, you're 3/5 of it as a human being. When you get the opportunity, look at that. So I go in with a lens knowing that when I walk in, you don't even expect me to be who I am. You don't expect me to know anything. You don't expect me to do anything anyway. That's why they call me a community healer. It's because I come in our community and make sure our people are and that's a part of what the Juneteenth is about. I uplift our people. I encourage our people, know who you are. My father said to me and our family, we had our own business in San Francisco. The oldest, they were the oldest, four of the oldest African American businesses in the city, with Everett and Jones, Marcus Bookstore, Duke City, and Frederick Samuel.
I've been to Marcus Bookstore.
Yes, Gordon.
Right.
So I come from that entrepreneurship. I come from my family encouraging, and even though things happened in my life, but I was always know who you are. You are black. You ain't no other than that. And love your skin. Love who you are as a person.
Authenticity.
Authenticity. Come on now. That's what the show is about. Thank you for tuning in. I forgot what. Look, thank you for tuning in to Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour gospel and inspirational music station. Inspirational and gospel music station. We, the Eyes of the Conscious Soul, come to you every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. live, unless we put in a pre-recorded show. However, every first Saturday of the month, you have the Cafe Le Blu Lounge, the Artist Talk, Why I Dream, She Who Believes Takes Off the Mask. Every second Saturday of the month, we have the Medicine Hour. Then we have the third Saturday of the month, Education is the Best Medicine. The fourth Saturday of the month, the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show. And every fifth Saturday of the month, we have a new show that's called Voices That Care. And we share information about reentry and mental wellness. And I also want to give kudos out to the Freedom School that's going to be opening in Oakland, California, September the 12th. Excuse me. Please go on Homies Empowerment website, and we will encourage you to join the fall school enrollment, and you would get all the information there that's on the website site in order to get your young folks enrolled in the schools. And a sample of the classes: cooking, gardening, 3D printing, love 101, activism, sports, financing, and 101 life skills. And of course, it says we see students as warriors, healers, scholars, hustlers. Studies. Your culture matters here. The art, dance, music, and theater. And the different types of languages is Arabic, Togolian, I can't Spanish, and it's another one. However, go on the actual website and you will get information. We are located. Stay in touch with Homies Empowerment Learning Center at 2635 Seminary Avenue, Oakland, California, 94605. And the high school is homieshighschool@gmail.com. Please check it out, homieshighschool@gmail.com. And the website is homieshighschool.org. So please check that out. And then we also want to give kudos out to NAMI Contra Costa. We have different organizations, different workshops that we uplift. We have the African American Uplift Program, utilizes lived experience, African American centered approaches, and community defined strategies. Contra Costa County, first African American centered non-clinical support program. And this is, if you are an African American in need of mental health support, spiritual support, and financial support, we have the information and resources for you. And definitely, you will be able to visit the our office is at 2151 Savio Street, Suite V, Concord, California. And please, the warm line is 925-465-3864. The warm line for NAMI Contra Costa is 925-65, excuse me, 465-3864. And that is the direct warm line for the African American Uplift Program. Some health tips that we want to share from Cal Hope, California, for NAMI Contra Costa. We want you to make sure you take a break from the news if it's causing you to be overwhelmed. Maintain social contact by the phone, the text, or email with those that support you. We're talking about supporting people. Treat your body kindly. Eat healthy foods. Avoid excessive alcohol and exercise as you are able. But please, please, please contact NAMI Contra Costa, our Cal Hope program, our wellness program for Cal Hope. And it says, again, NAMI Contra Costa, tongue twister. NAMI Contra Costa offers culturally responsive non-clinical support services for African Americans. We provide resources and information to help people find their way during these difficult times in our lives. So please, please, please tap into that. And also, I want to thank Elevate Gospel Ministries, Pastor Larry Austin, for being our sponsor. So back in the studio with you, we have the Cafe Le Blu Lounge, Artist Talk, and we have
Derick Davies.
Derick Davies,
Skelly Low.
Skelly Bow in the house. So what I do want you to do is bring your piece of artwork to the camera and let's see if they can.
That one, right?
Yeah, that one right there. Just see if we can.
The what camera the phone?
No, the actual camera.
I have two.
That's all right.
These
Just
definitely not my.
bring it over. It's not your best, but it's the one you. Oh, yeah, they can see, hold it up. You have to hold it. There we go.
I recently did this one.
Cold World.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it called?
J. Cole painting. It's a J. Cole painting.
Okay.
And it was for the gallery, Joyce Gordon Gallery. So,
Okay.
You know, just a rapper I like. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about doing a painting of him for a minute, so did one. But it's definitely not gonna be the first one because you know, as an artist, you do the same painting. Like you paint some or you draw some a lot of times over and over again. That's what
redefining yourself.
Yeah, like that's what my teachers tell me a lot.
Redefining your art. Mm-hmm.
It's like you're not gonna paint something once in your life or draw something once in your life. You're gonna do it again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like drawing like a hand or like an eye or something.
Right.
Else. And then shout out to my friend Seven. He a big Playboy Cardi fan.
Okay.
I did this one, you know, during the summer recently ago. I don't
How
like.
long did these take you?
These take me a minute. Like I be in my hours. I'd say hours. I don't know. I just be in my room.
Mm-hmm.
I zone out and I'm just painting, you know, drawing. But yeah, he's a big Cardi fan, Playboy Cardi fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's you know, that's just two I did recently during the summer, in the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if you want to check out more of my art,
yes,
my Instagram is the Derick Davies, TheDerickDavies. I got most of my art up there.
One more time, slower. One more time.
I got you.
That's what we working together. There we go.
TheDerickDavies. That's my Instagram for my art and some other stuff.
Nice.
But yeah.
Now, how could they contact you, sir?
And
what you got coming up?
My name.
Again, say your name.
Skelly Bow. SKELYBO. On any platform you would like to listen to music on, you know, on the way to work or before you go to sleep or you know what I'm saying, whatever mood you're in, I feel like I have music for you. You know, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Can I do something?
Go ahead, do the song. Yeah.
Do something right now?
Yeah, do something right now.
I have no headphones. Okay, so look.
Put them on if you need it.
Okay, it's gonna be a little delay, or it's okay?
No, it's not delay.
Okay, perfect.
You can hear yourself?
Yes, I can.
All right.
This is a song called Reasons and Seasons. And it's speaking about what we, you know, just talked about, just people question like if people are in your life for a reason or for a season, right? Yeah. You know, when someone in this world going through what you're going through, you think about it like that, then you never alone. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting whole different results. Wish I told you a lot later before I planned to took off. Now I feel I lost somebody who don't know what they lost. It's getting hard for you to talk to me, express to your heart. Let your mind go free, let your feelings evolve. Let's just talk about your day, that we can get to your problems. I know we never ended right, so guess we both in the wrong. Know it's hard in your honesty, but it's truth in your honesty, and it's ugliness and honesty. I'm glad that you are. Tears falling down your face, I'm so glad that they are. Letting everything go. All that pressure in your chest where depression is holding. Know it's hard to be together, harder to be alone. If it's hard for you to stay, would you rather just go? If it's hard for you to stay, would you rather just go? Say if it's hard for you to stay, would you rather just go? If it's hard for you to stay, would you rather just go? If it's hard for you to stay, would you rather just go?
No.
Thank you.
Being your authentic self. Now, what inspired you to write those lyrics?
I'm trying to remember. My process is usually
okay. There we go.
A beat, right? I'll start with the beat, or just like an overflow of emotions. I heard a good saying is like when you're not thinking enough, or when you feel stuck, you should read.
Oh, that's good. Say that again.
When you're not thinking enough or you feel stuck, you should read. But when you're overthinking and you feel confused, you should write.
Oh, say that again. you heard it here.
I heard that.
And even if you heard it or not, but it's wisdom coming from you, and you didn't got it from somewhere. So, but it's good.
Right. It's a good analogy. It's a concept of like, just think of yourself as a vessel, right? A vessel of energy, right? And when you don't have energy coming in, you need to go find it, whether from reading or listening to someone or conversation. But as an artist, when you have, you know what I'm saying, too much energy, not an artist, I'm sorry. When you have too much energy running through you, you need to expel that energy through writing, you know what I'm saying? So when you feel like stuck, or you feel like you need to learn, or you're not thinking enough, you read. Yeah. But when you feel like you're overthinking or you're confused, you need clarity on something within your life, you write. So when I feel, you know what I'm saying, emotions running through me and I feel like I'm thinking and spiraling, oftentimes I go first to my notebook or look for a beat, and you know, I'm blessed to have producers around me, Noah Jones, and I was blessed with this very beautiful beats, and then the words just, you know, flow out. Right.
That's crazy that you, and it's not crazy, it's in alignment, because my other part of the last a little few minutes of the show was going to be, what do you do for self-care? So that to me is a part of self-care. You said if you are overthinking, stuck to read, right, and if you have too much energy, overthinking, you write. And that's something good that the parents, you know, this show is also to encourage parents. That's why I have you guys here. For young people, is to get in tune with your young folks of where they are and what they're thinking and what other kind of things that we can help them with. And this is a beautiful thing, the information that you, and it's coming from you. You it's your age. You know what you want.
Right.
You know, I can think what you want or try to guide you and help you, but I need to understand what you need first.
Right, closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Say that again, young scholar. Full scholar, watch yourself now.
You have to ask, right? A closed mouth will never get fed. You have to be clear about what you want, and you have to be clear about how you ask for it, right? You have to be specific about what you manifest into your life.
Oh, so on that note, what do you do for self care? And then I'm going to ask y'all something that the last portion of the show. So,
when you say like self care, like could you like explain a little?
So the self care is that you read a book when you're trying to like
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Or do you exercise? Do you ride a bike? Do you what types of things do you do for self care? Do you go to the gym?
Yeah, I also play basketball at McClimate's
Okay.
high school. So basketball is always.
Are you a part of the team?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now look at here. You ain't told. Look, he hide,
right?
He over here hiding stuff from us, and you ain't say nothing about the basketball. Tell us a little bit about you being on the team.
Oh yeah. Shout out to McClimate's and Coach Bill. I don't go to the school. I go to OSA, but I'm just
Oakland School of the Arts.
Yeah, I go to Oakland School for the Arts. I'm just blessed to blessed that the Coach Bill allows me to play on the team.
Yeah.
And do my art and just play basketball over there. It's a really good school, and trying to win OAL this year.
Now,
okay.
Not to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I imagine it's difficult to balance. At 16-year-old, so young and talented, right? But I imagine it's difficult to balance being an athlete because that's hours of like practice and games and staying in shape, and then school, homework and hours, doing that, and then being an artist as well. So how do you do that?
Well, for me, it's just like staying disciplined and just like working hard, because it's like it's hard. I'm not going to bed early. I'm going to bed like 12, 1 a.m. because I love what I do, and I'm just I got goals,
and you dedicated.
Yeah, I'm dedicated. And like if I don't practice, or if I don't work hard, I'm not gonna go or get to where I want to be. So I just try to like just stay focused and stay disciplined with what I do. And yeah.
And thank you for the question, sir.
Thank you for the answer.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for the answer. I'm talking about you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer.
Back to what I was saying. Yeah, I play basketball at McClimate's, so come check us out. In November when the season starts.
What position
I also
you play?
I'm a guard.
Okay.
I'm a guard, shooting guard.
Okay.
But I also listen to music.
That's your self care.
Yeah. I like a lot of Derick.
Okay.
But I also go to the gym. And and that's what I do for self care, or just do some art.
Or just do some art.
That helps me too. Yeah, it's a lot of things I do for self care for sure.
So, speaking into the future, speak something into both of you guys' future. What are you looking to do? What are you looking to be? What are you looking to produce? If you have something else you want to sing, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. We got like 6 minutes left. So, what would you want to see for your future? What are you your goal? What are you guys trying to do?
You go first.
Got your music and everything. For me,
and you look like my nephew. I'm sitting here. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to show you. You look just. I'm like, now wait a minute.
Really?
You related or what? No,
maybe. Right. I just want to make a living off what I create with my mind. I just want to see the projects I have in my head become a reality and become something, in this physical realm. And I want to see the avenue for that. I want to give back to the people who allowed me to do what I've done. My mother and
say their names, please. Make sure you give kudos out to the family. Y'all gotta make sure, please, cousins, mama, grandma, sisters, whatever.
Right.
Say hello to all of them blurs.
Right. I mean, it's not.
No, it's okay.
I find like pressure on myself, like to be successful as an artist, and find a dollar bill in it, right? but I know that I have to believe, right?
Yeah.
So
And you're on Believe Radio.
right.
Yes, you have to believe. You're absolutely, and that's the goal. That's the first part of it is to believe. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So, my future goal for myself is just to continue believing in myself. And when I get to a point where I feel like it's just a darkness around me, I hope that I'm able to see a way out of it. And I hope I'm able to see, the light at the end of the tunnel. And in terms of like monetary or like shows and career, I know that's out of my control. I know that's in someone else's hands. But I like to believe that the good work that I do, and it's in the hands of, someone who's looking out for me.
That's right.
So.
And I'm looking out for you.
Thank
so
you.
I have some connections for you both. So
that's very important.
I definitely will be lending my resources and connecting you guys with some folks that can help you for sure in those industries.
Thank you.
They in that.
Go ahead. I guess on me now. My dad just tells me a lot, and my siblings, that you just want to be your own boss.
Yeah.
When you get older, you don't want to work for somebody else or have to go into work for somebody else. You want to be able to, know when you're working.
Yeah.
Know how you're getting money, not somebody else. You don't want to be waiting on a paycheck from somebody else, another company. You want to, just like I said, just be your own boss and, just work for yourself. So yeah, that's one thing I want to speak into existence, is just me being my own boss when I get older.
I want to talk about that real quick because I feel like this generation, we kind of got away from like the 9-to-5 mindset, right?
Yeah. Which people, my fault.
You're good. No, come on.
Speak.
A lot of people make fun of that.
Yeah,
right?
And it's
like, it's.
What I want to say is, there is no issue with the 9-to-5.
No, because the 9-to-5 gets you the money to get to do the extra stuff that you need to have done.
What I will say is how we talk. I don't think there's an issue with like for any project or purpose, for anything to be done, it needs a lot of people behind that. So I have an idea. I need an artist, and I need. You know what I'm saying? I need a visual artist and a rapper. We have to get behind your idea to make it work, right?
That's right.
And that's working for someone else. You know what I'm saying? So there's no issue in doing that. The issue comes when you're not working, I think, towards a better purpose. When you feel like you have no pride in what you do. Because I feel like we're put on earth with passion and purpose and skills, right? And those things are connected, right? It's like it weaves into the fabric of who we are. And when you don't utilize those purposes to do something you believe in, right? You become like just a body walking around, like unconscious of what you're doing, right? So I feel like I said, because I was just thinking about what you said, and saying working for somebody, and a lot of people are scared of that, and a lot of people are stuck in it. But like, there's no problem in you need to make sure that boss has your best interest at heart, and they're not just using you for something that you don't care about, right? It should be something like, oh, I'm working here because what I do helps these people or does this for the world. It shouldn't just be like, I'm working here for a paycheck, because you can find both. And I think that's the number one priority. Focus on what you want to do first, and the rest will come later, right? You're going to find the right avenue to do that, whether it be entrepreneurship or it be being a key piece in the puzzle, right? So yeah.
Wow. You have heard it here today on Believe Radio, on the Eyes of the Conscious Soul, Cafe Le Blu Lounge. And today's topic was being your authentic self. But most importantly, you heard from some hood scholars in here today, which we are so grateful and thankful to have the connection with these young folks. Please, people, it is our responsibility, it is our duty to inspire and to encourage and to motivate these young folks. You've heard their social media information. Please contact them and guide them along the way. It is our responsibility to me, our community. That's what community is supposed to be about. And if we are not about helping you young men and helping our people, being intentional on what we do,
Right.
why are we here? So you guys are our responsibility. And I'm grateful and thankful to having that opportunity to have God aligned us to connect with each other. So I want to thank my sponsor, Elevate Gospel Ministries, Pastor Larry Austin, Barbara Howard Consulting, and BH Brilliant Minds Project Inc. We definitely want to make sure that you tap into NAMI Contra Costa, where you have the African American Uplift Program, that we have different programs that faith-based organizations, men groups, young women groups, young men groups, and we have information that will inspire you and encourage you and help you with the mental wellness and spiritual wellness, and just having folks, peers, to connect with you and to help us make it in this world together. And please also check out the Freedom School from Homies Empowerment. Go and check the website. And again, I want to thank our listeners. I want to thank our viewers. I want to thank everybody for having this, taking our time from your busy schedules to tune in to the Eyes of the Conscience. So with your Sister B Mellow, I want to give kudos again out to my host that's not here today, Rosenity. Please keep me in your prayers, and we will see you next week. And that will be the Medicine Hour with Mr. George Pearson. Again, you heard here on Believe Radio.
Thank
Good
you.
night, and
Thank
thank
you.
you. You're welcome.